stuff is pretty messy. No, can't go outside, buddy. And yeah, so you just add a little bit to reduce friction on the plastics, so that way your starter solenoid pin lasts longer onto this fork. So yeah, you slide this part in up high, and then you drop the bolt in, if that makes sense. So that way it locks in onto the pin. And the way to check it is if you pull back on the starter solenoid, it will activate and move this starter gear. That's so.
Alright guys, I haven't posted in a while, but basically I drifted my Supra around, maybe the neighborhood, and starter, basically when I made it up my driveway, the starter basically went out, overheated, and failed. Alright, so this one right here, this is my original starter for my 89 Supra, and you know, it lasted me about, I want to say 10 or 11 years, but I was like, fuck man, you know, I'm gonna get this car up the freaking steep driveway. So anyway, I ended up pulling it out finally, and obviously it was just clicking, it wasn't even turning. Bought this solenoid for $55 on eBay, and it was weird because it was missing a prong right here. There's an extra prong on the one that I had. Let me show you guys real quick. Okay, as I was saying, this new solenoid from the UK was shipped to me for 55 bucks. I was trying to be, you know, save and be cheap, but this one has an extra terminal right here, and I'm not sure if this runs all the way through. I think it does, but I believe there's an extra like ground wire or extra wire that's supposed to go on here, and I'm gonna have to open this up to see if it actually does anything. I'm pretty sure it runs through here, but you know, to save time, I just put some lithium grease on the new one, popped it back in, and guess what? It didn't work. So my buddy came down and he used my multimeter. I thought it was a wiring issue, and it appears that everything's getting power to all the wires. One thing I could have done is obviously open this, clean all the brushes. The brushes might have been dirty and whatnot, but I went with the next step. So yeah, the next step would be just, you know, order one from Rock Auto, or 100 bucks plus tax, whatever, with a lot of wait time from Drift Motion. But you know, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of like the whole corporate structure, like, okay, put in an order and then sit around and wait for 2-3 days. I mean, it's great that they're organized and they're doing that, but sometimes people need starters then and there, you know. It's like, why can't we just will call them anymore? But I guess they're not doing that anymore. Maybe it's only for special people, but I'm out of the industry, so I'm not special anymore. So went to Rock Auto, got an actual Denso one. I don't know if it's true that it's actual Denso, but yeah, I mean, it looks legit. It feels legit. Obviously the head's a lot bigger, but the bolt pattern is exactly the same, and it's got the new style connector instead of the spade style right here. So a lot heavier, but it's more serviceable than this one is in, you know, statewide. So yeah, I just wanted to go over, like, you know, the obviously like this little brush right here that connects the starter motor to solenoid, sorry. It's this one's a little worn down, but it's still good, and then this one's brand new. Comes like that already. So there are some there is quite a bit difference between. So this came out of my Japan first generation non VVTI 1J, and this is out of a 1993 Toyota Supra Turbo from Rock Auto, and they are Denso. Just flip it around so you guys can get a better view, because I looked all over YouTube and there wasn't any videos on side-to-side comparisons between the two. If you guys need better shots of it, let me know and I'll upload them. Thanks for watching. Peace out.